Hello, Algebra 1 students. For Mr. Fry, I'm looking at 4-2 practice patterns and linear functions. We're supposed to be looking at this pattern here of triangles to the perimeter. So you notice the first triangle has a perimeter of 3. Second triangle, when you add them this way, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. I finished the pattern. 4, they give you an example here. So using your reasoning, 5 would be 7, 6 would be 8, and 12 then would be 10. What you're doing is you're adding 2 to each of these values. So this would be essentially your x values, and I listed them here because we're supposed to use a table, and these would be our y values. So this is the input, this would be the output. So there's my table, and then they wanted you to put it in words, so you add 2 to each x value to get the y value. The equation then would be this: y would equal x plus 2. So you take any x, you add 2, you get y. Add 2, get y. Add 2, get y. Okay? And then graphing that, I just made an ugly little graph here. So here's my x-axis. Here's my x-axis over here. Here's my y-axis. My y-intercept is plus 2, so I go up to plus 2. I put a point there. My slope, there's nothing in front of that x, so that means it's a slope of 1. So I go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and so I just make my line like that. Okay? For number 2, let me draw a line here because that goes to number 2. Number 2, I just wanted to get you started taking a look at these. If you put squares in consecutive order like that, you end up getting these as your perimeter. You should notice that what you're doing is you're taking this value, multiplying it by 2, and then adding 2. So if this is your x and this is your y, go ahead and make a table like I did up here. Then you can explain that for every x value, you're multiplying it by 2 and then adding 2 to get the y value. And then you would graph that. So your y-intercept would be 2, and you're going up 2 over 1 to get your next point to make the line. 3 I have completed for you. We're supposed to look at this table and determine whether it's a function or not. This is a function, and I'm going to explain it in words. So if you notice from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, you're multiplying each x by the value of 2. So you're multiplying by 2, and then you're adding 1 to get the y. So if you take 0 times 2 plus 1, you get 1. 1 times 2 plus 1, you get 3. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, okay? So that's what all this means. Here's my y-intercept and my slope. So my y-intercept is plus 1 on my ugly little graph here, and then I go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and then I just make my line. Okay? Try that for number 4. It's going to be very similar. For number 5, graph the set of ordered pairs. So you're just going to graph these and determine whether a relationship is a linear function and explain how you know. So I'm at 0, 2, and then I'm at 1, 4, and then I'm at 2, 6, and then I'm at 3, 8. I had to go all the way up to 8. So it looks like, this would be my my y-intercept. Remember, this is my y-axis, this is my x-axis. So I go here and I go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So up 2 over 1 is going to be my slope. My y-intercept is plus 2. So, is it a linear function? Yeah. Explain how I know, because I can make it into a linear equation. This is slope-intercept form. Okay. Try number 6 on your own. Don't worry about making mistakes. We learn from making mistakes and correcting them. Good luck.